Hey folks, me again. Thought I'd make a random video on this laptop I had, and I thought I'd showcase what's on it. This is an HP 1520 Inspiron, if you were wondering, and I thought I'd showcase this laptop because I've had it for a while. I've done some upgrades to it. I picked it up at an antique shop for 40 bucks, so it wasn't cheap, but I did upgrade the solid state drive. I upgraded the processor. The RAM, I upgraded to 4 gigs. That's the maximum capacity this laptop can take. And it even came with this nice decal on, not just here, but the palm rest has it too. That's what it looks like, which is really nice. The bottom, unfortunately, does not have any decals, but it has all these vents, so probably best that it doesn't have one on the bottom if you think about it. Anyway, this is the model number PP22L. This originally had Windows Vista Home Premium, which when I got this, it had Windows 7, it had Windows 7 on it. And I obviously upgraded to Windows 10 32-bit because this is a 32-bit machine. And I did a lot of upgrades. I upgraded the processor. It now has a really high-end processor. So I will show that in a moment. One of the RAM sticks goes here. Actually, let me go ahead and take off these screws, or that screw, and let me show you what it has. This thing has 2 RAM slots. The other one's underneath the keyboard, if you were wondering. That's your watch battery. It's a bit dusty, but I'll probably clean around it one of these days. But this is an ELPIDA RAM stick. The other one's also the same brand. Let's go ahead and put that back on. This is where the Wi-Fi goes. I don't know if this can take 5G or not. You'll have to get an adapter that works with it. So your 2 speakers are right here. Infrared. The fan's right here. This is where the hard drive or solid state drive goes. I have a 500 gigabyte solid state drive from PNY. This is the battery that came with it. It's well, there we go. Sometimes the button doesn't want to work on this, so but what do you expect? To release the battery, you pull these 2 latches here, serial numbers here. This is not an official Dell one. This is a generic battery that came with this. I don't know how many cycles it went through, so maybe I might replace it, maybe I might not. I'm not sure. Well, I'll think about it. But let's go ahead and show the other features. You got two USB ports. Wow, I can talk. Power jack. That's for that's S-video. 56K modem phone jack. This side you got 2 more USB ports. Your Ethernet, sorry, wasn't showing on camera. VGA, Firewire, your SD card slot, disk drive. This one has an SD card while my HP doesn't. Go figure. I'm not sure what this is right here, if that gap is supposed to be there or not, or a plastic piece broke off. Someone knows what this little slot is right here, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. On the other side, you've got your Wi-Fi switch, vents for cooling, a microphone connector, headphones, express card slot, and obviously the hard drive, solid state drive underneath it. If I could get this back in. It's bent, so there we go. It's a bit bent, so it's hard to put it back on. You got controls right here for watching a movie or something. Open the lid. It's got a nice matte screen. This is the Dell Inspiron 1520, and that's a nice keyboard. The trackpad's not bad. The buttons are nice. But other than that, it's also got a home button right here. Yeah, I tried peeling it off. I think I'm going to leave it on there, but we'll see what happens. So I'll go ahead and plug it in. I have an AC adapter that, well, it didn't come with it originally. It actually came, this AC adapter came with the Latitude E6400 that I had shown in a previous video. I had two of these AC adapters, so I bundled the other AC adapter with the Dell Latitude that I sent off to a friend, because the battery on here, well, I don't want it to go off while I'm showcasing this laptop, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this unit in. You've got lights right here. You've got power, the load light for the hard drive, battery, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. So I'll go ahead and fire up this unit, but before we get to showing off what this laptop has specifically, I'm going to go ahead and open up the BIOS. So turn it on, hit F2. I'll show you information, what it has. Come on, let's show the setup. As you can see on the screen, the BIOS is going to show up, and I'll show you the menu that you can go through. I actually had to run off camera to grab my charger because my camera is going to die at any moment, so no. Apparently it hasn't gotten to that screen yet, so maybe I'll have to do a jump cut, so that's just lovely. I'll be back. Sorry that took a while, but yeah, I finally got it working, so let me show you the information this has. It has a, let's see, this is the 1520. The BIOS was from July 11, 2008. The processor, as you can see, has a clock speed of 2.8. The minimum is 1.2. The maximum is 2.8. So I made it have the highest maximum capacity on that. Here's what the memory is. It's 4 gigs. That's the maximum it can take. The hard drive, solid state drive, is 500 gigs. See what else here. If you want to pause the video, go right ahead if you can read all that. The battery, I may have to replace at some point. In time, that is the date. It is 9:42 as of the time I'm making this. That's the boot sequence I have. Onboard devices. Let's see. Video. Security. I don't want to tamper with those. Performance, power management. No. Maintain. Close behavior. Wireless. Okay, that's everything on here, so I'm going to go ahead and show off what Windows 10 looks like on here, so time for another jump cut. Okay, I've got it booting up Windows 10 now. I just put Dell on here because I may get rid of this laptop, I may not. Let's go ahead and show off some features it can do. That's the fan kicking, but let me tell you, I did upgrade the processor on here. I actually have the old processor. Let me go ahead and grab that. Be right back. This is the original processor that came with it. It was a Intel 1.46 processor, but the one I have in here currently, I'll go ahead and pull it up. RAM. VRAM info. Come on. Ignore the Windows 32 pop-ups. That's not supposed to be there. It's got a Intel Core Extreme 2.8 gigahertz. I ordered that on eBay. Came from China. and it worked really good. And yes, I did apply it with thermal paste. I actually did a really good job with that, if anyone's wondering. But other than that, trust me, let me tell you, if you're thinking about ordering from overseas on eBay or Amazon or any place to get a higher end Intel chip for this to have the maximum capacity, I highly recommend it. It makes a night and day difference. The SSD also makes a difference. Having the maximum RAM also makes a difference. So this is technically still a usable laptop for 2023 standards, but they aren't going to make a Windows 11 32-bit, which is a shame because that would be awesome. I'll go ahead and open up close that one tab. I guess we'll go to google.com. Trying to do this one-handed, I don't recommend it. Here we are. As you can see, the load times aren't too bad. Of course, I would recommend uninstalling some things. Actually, well, as you can see, it loaded up just fine. As for playing a video, well, I guess, well, I don't know. It works just as good as you can tell. So, let me go ahead and open up a file management and show you how much storage this is taking up. This PC, here we are. Yeah, there's a lot of space on here, so it worked like it's supposed to. But anyway, I'll go ahead and do a jump cut and show you what it looks like playing a YouTube video. Alright, I got YouTube opened and I'll show you a video. So as you can see, it's working really good. If anyone's wondering whatever happened to the HP Compact 6730B, well, we sold it. Well, my dad and I got rid of it, as you can see. But let me go ahead and turn the volume down so you can hear me. So, unfortunately, the latch for the battery on that, the HP, not this Dell, one of them broke, so it wouldn't hang onto the battery properly. That's why there was adhesive on the back. But it was a really nice laptop, and it did a really decent job. Not sure if getting rid of it was a good move or not, but considering how much damage it was in. But yeah, as you can see, it works just fine. I still have that Chromebook on the right, if anyone's wondering, so maybe in the future I'll probably hack that and put Windows 10 on it, because Chrome OS is pretty much outdated for that. So if anyone can help me, let me know in the comments. I'll make an update video on that. So, but yeah, as you can see, it's playing YouTube just fine. But other than that, it does a really good job. So other than that, that's me showcasing the Dell Inspiron, and the disk drive does work, by the way. I would demonstrate with the disk, but I only have the 15-minute rule for this, so I'm just gonna pretty much end it off here and let you know that this thing works perfectly. If you're wondering, the C controls do work, and if you press the buttons on there, this lights up. Pretty cool feature. Other than that, if I were to rate this laptop on a scale of 1 to 10, this was not made during the time that those Dell laptops explode, so I'd say this is a good old hefty machine. Well, the fact it can take 4 gigs of RAM, and if you put the highest Intel chip on here, and the fact that I have Bluetooth with this, I can use my Sony earbuds on this. Funny enough, my friend has an HP Pavilion G7 that does not have Bluetooth. That's kind of sad if you think about it. But other than that, he may get this laptop. We may do a trade. Maybe I'll showcase that HP laptop in the future. We'll see what happens. We'll wait till Saturday, see what happens then. Until then, well, that's enough of this HP Pavilion. This is Keep Me 25 signing off. Have a good one.